Whoa, my hair really said bounce, huh? Bling. Hi peaches, it's Shaaba. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on another video. I hope you are feeling settled. I hope you are in a good headspace because today we're going to do one of the most infuriating deep dives. It's not how women work. Before we carry on with the video, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot to let you know that my new song that looks a little like this is dropping if you're watching this video the day it comes out at midnight. Right now. If you're watching it after, it's probably already out. I'm so proud of this little baby. I love it so much and I would so appreciate if you could take a look, take a listen and let me know what you think. So yeah, just put that out there. Back to the video. Not How Women Work and Bad Women's Anatomy are the Tweedledum and Tweedledee of the internet. I just don't understand how there's just more all the time. But you know what? We forgive ignorance. It's okay. We can hopefully learn a lot from this and have a couple laughs along the way, providing we survive. So let's all get our glad rags on, a little happy faces, grab a cuppa, and let's dive deep into Not How Women Work. Waka! How to get rid of plastic water bottles. 1. Buy glass bottled water. Expensive. 2. Drink tap water. Has high levels of estrogen. I'm trying to think of what they possibly could have meant by this. I mean, I'm big fan of the overall message, big fan of the idea that we can reduce single-use plastic. Grab a cup, open your tap, it's fun. I mean, depending on which country you're in, right? Just make sure your water is clean and then drink your tap water, it's all good. What could that be? High levels of... Is there a mineral? Is there like some dirt that's known for being in water that sounds like estrogen? I don't know. Also love how estrogen is like... estrogen. So not a clock. I was just like, never eat shredded wheat. Eat estrogen. But for anyone who needs to hear it, I can't believe I'm saying this, no, tap water, freely accessible tap water, sadly does not provide hormone replacement therapy as much as some people may wish it to. Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Estrogen and testosterone sounds legit. Do you know testosterone in particular sounds like something out of Game of Thrones? Walkers are attacking from King's Landing to testosterone. It so sounds legit. It needs to be a place. Anybody planning their next D&D campaign, please make testosterone the place to be. Estrogen, not so much, because estrogen, I want to know, Wicked Witch of the Estrogen? No, wait, Wicked Witch of the West? Is it the Good Witch of the East? The Good Witch of the Estrogen? Do you know how it could work? If people mispronounced it, you know how they do with like Worcestershire, and if they, oh, there's a fluff. There is a fluff on my microphone. Sorry, distraction. If we were just like, oh yes, the valiant village of Aestrogen. Like, that's how it would work. You need a severe mispronunciation. It's all good. Wake up, babes. New transfer HRT method just dropped. I love that. All of the national water services just teaming up and being like, well, look, guys, the NHS aren't doing their job properly. They're severely overworked. Let's help them out. Hormones through the taps. Simple. Also pointing out, it's not just trans women that use estrogen. It's very common to have to balance hormones throughout puberty, throughout menopause. Men have estrogen too. Non-binary people have estrogen too. We need better sex ed in schools. Oh yeah. Why are there no silicone tampons? Isn't that essentially a moon cup? You know, like a menstrual cup. Ah, there are menstrual cups. Oh, so this person who's asked this question is aware of menstrual cups. There are menstrual cups made from medical grade silicone, so why can't there be a tampon made from the same material instead of cotton that you can use to plug it in on your period? I'm much confused. I'm mostly confused how the same person who wrote this title then wrote this post. I'm struggling to understand how someone can't see that a menstrual cup is essentially a silicone tampon. Do you think they meant like literally just as a plug? Like, like they think, oh, if we stick like a mini milk shaped menstrual cup up there, you'd just be able to like block it. Because it's not how it works, babe. Do they realise, maybe this is information that's worth sharing? The cotton feature of a tampon is what soaks in what needs to be soaked in. Sometimes it's like water is wet. I'm like, how much benefit are these videos actually providing? I don't know. Oh, we got a little diagram for this one. It's conveniently categorized for us, women and men, just in case we were too stupid to figure this out ourselves. All right, ready? Office. Ugly Betty shoes. It's the only thing women are allowed to wear in an office. Men wear Vans in an office. You heard this here first. Yes. Steve Jobs' wardrobe consisted entirely of Vans. He didn't even have any clothes, just Vans. Elon Musk, Vans. That guy from Suits who's like always well dressed and I kind of have the hots for, also Vans. Dinner. Oh, ladies only wear a heel. But important to note, it's a different heel to the party heel. Just like the gym trainer available for women is a different trainer to the walk trainer. What? The activities, the places, the things that you're doing is office, dinner, gym, party, walk. You don't walk anywhere else. Not in an office, not for dinner, not for gym. No, we just wheel around places everywhere. We're already in Wally. And you need a specific trainer to be able to walk that looks remarkably like my nan's sketches, by the way. Home, though, we do get slippers. Men don't get anything. I now understand what men mean when they say that women's rights have overtaken men. It's because their home footwear is blank. Why do women get slippers and men don't get slippers? I need to tell Jamie this because you know as well as I do. We had a big domestic on our latest podcast of Jamie wearing both slippers and socks at the same time. Not just any slippers, two pairs of socks and one pair of slippers. It's a lot, babe. So he's really not keeping up with the men's side here. He's letting the team down. I'll be sure to let him know. I also just need to say, I love Vans. Big Van support here. But these OG Vans would be terrible in the gym. They provide no support for you whatsoever in terms of weightlifting or running on a treadmill. I love me a pair of Vans, but don't be using them in the gym like this, men, okay? I'm sorry to woman-splain to you how do you put things on your feet. But be aware that you can express with more than just Vans. You are Kenneth. Oh, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. Ooh, unnatural hair colours in woman. Are a warning signal to stay away. It's an example of aposematism. Am I saying that right? Aposematism, the phenomenon of poisonous animals in nature advertising their toxicity and lethality. Is this where, like frogs are like neon colours? And that's like Mama Nature being like, babe, don't eat that. Is that what this word means? Let me just Google it. I want to make sure I'm talking about the right thing. Aposematism. Am I saying this right? How is it pronounced?
Aposematism.
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 Aposematism. I mean, that's very American, right? Aposematism, I feel like, would be how I'm supposed to say it. Aposematism is an advertising by an animal to potential predators that it is not worth attacking or eating. The unprofitability may consist of any defenses that makes the prey difficult to kill and eat, like toxicity, venom, foul taste, smell, sharp spines, aggressive nature, or dyed hair. I want to go on images because I want to see these colourful froggies. Oh, wow. Very beautiful. Oh, yeah, look. Cute little caterpillar. What is that under the sea? Is that like a sea slug that looks like all magnificent with the yellows and the blues? Oh, if we could share hair dye with these animals, I would be thrilled to know how they seem to naturally and permanently maintain the most beautiful, vivid colours. Give me them, hairdresser frog. Hit me up. You know where to find me on my DMs. Shaabaandjamie007. Thank you. You know what? I have to say, in terms of me, I mean, this is entirely natural. I don't know what you're talking about. But for all those other women who dye their hair, it could be pretty cool to be seen as toxic and lethal and not approached by people who don't seem to like that. I don't do this for men anyway. This is for me. It's quite bold of you to assume, sir. But despite that boldness, I kind of like the message behind it. Do not approach. She's scary. I mean, for anyone who haven't seen me in person, I'm absolutely not scary. Please do come and say hello. Let's have a hug. Let's have a selfie. It's all good. But for the people who believe this, they could think I'm scary, that's for sure. Aposematism is there to warn off predators, not sexual partners. If you're repelled by it, it's working. Ooh, the sass. I don't know, guys. It's almost as if sometimes women do things for reasons other than attracting sexual partners. That can't be right, can it? No. Absolutely not. The only reason I got this tattoo, for example, was to attract men. I specifically asked for the return of investment before progressing, and my artist told me that the 3 flowers, instead of 2, increased the ROI by 35% of wolf whistling. So it was an easy choice, really. I feel like I'm not providing any useful information in this video. Oh no. My teenage nephew told me that he asked a girl out and she turned him down. Oh. I said, you know what to do now, right? And he said, I know, keep trying. I said, no, leave her alone. She gave you an answer. He was shocked. No one had told him that before. Teach your boys. I agree with this message, I really do. Don't think that this is me being like, no, pursue it. Don't take no for an answer. I know it was just the first yes. There is no Andrew Tating here. Pick up that, you stick it in the bin. What I will say though is I wonder how much teenage nephew here was actually listening, because I feel like that would be my auto response to like an older person being like, I know, try harder. I know, don't give up. The amount of times I say this like to my mum or my nan, I know, keep working. But yes, this is absolutely an exception to the rule. Consent. Gotta love it. Oh, what is this? Babies drown when you drink, guys. Oh, there is so much to unpack here. I agree with what this is, I guess, trying to achieve. Don't drink whilst you got a baby. Like, don't drink alcohol. What is the reason for that? I know you're not supposed to drink and smoke, but I just want to know, why can't we drink alcohol when preggers? Drinking alcohol during pregnancy increases the risk of miscarriage, premature birth, and your baby having a low birth weight. It can also affect your baby after they're born. Drinking during pregnancy can cause your baby to develop a serious lifelong condition called fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, also known as FASD. So development problems and other pregnancy issues. Interesting. Also, I think the poster got the intentions correctly. What I don't think they quite understood is that beer does not have a different tract through the body than water, milk, tea, other things that everybody drinks that isn't alcohol. I said alcohol really funny, sorry. Alcohol? No, this is just supposed to be like showing one thing, but this really is not how women work. Like, just the idea that there is Every time I look, there's something more wrong with it. I need to stop looking. The idea that the drink goes directly to the womb, that the womb is the tummy. Like, where is the stomach? Where are the other organs? Where does the baby come out from? There is just one entrance and exit here. It's so confusing. Why are the baby's limbs over the tummy or the womb? Tummy, womb, what are you? I don't know. The hands are like sticking out and the little foot's like pushing out too. You're gonna leak all over that lady's poor dress. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? And the idea that the liquid fills up around the baby. Does this mean that when I eat chicken nuggets, if I'm pregnant, there's just gonna be chicken nuggets all around that baby? I can have like a big chicken nugget fort. And we haven't even addressed the words yet. I'm having a lot of trouble, says the baby. It's a very well-spoken baby. Could you imagine being sentient and able to talk in a womb? I can think of 1,000 other phrases that a little squish would be saying than, I'm having a lot of trouble. I will give whoever drew this one really good brownie badge though, because my hair is often in a half pony like this, not through a desire, but mostly a laziness in not being able to fully get out a ponytail. And I've never thought that that's like noticed. Like, I'm pretty impressed by someone who has such poor grasp of anatomy to, I don't know, be open to the idea that you can have like a half ponytail in this way. I don't know why I find that impressive. I just do. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love how the baby's just calmly saying, I'm having a lot of trouble. It's quite an inconvenience. The baby is clearly an aristocrat. I thought this was PSA, showing that a good way to line your stomach prior to a drinking sesh is to swallow a whole live human infant. I guess the message is open to interpretation. Possibly. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. That is an incredibly well-spoken baby. I agree. Stomachs are overrated. Indeed they are. Wombs are just here and it's the only organ we have. You heard it here first, kids. That's the real sex ed. Is your brain melting yet? My brain is kind of melting. I had a hysterectomy, complete full hysterectomy, and somebody asked me if I wanted more kids. Could they put it back? To be fair, I mean, if someone didn't know, why am I trying to defend it? Why? Well, no, my thinking is, you know how you can like reverse a vasectomy? You just kind of tie it up, right? And then you can just like nick it and everything is fine. Sorry, I just need to Google the process of a vasectomy to make sure I got that right. The vas cut, small piece may be removed, leaving a short gap between two ends. So urologist may cut the ends of the vas and then tie the cut ends or put some tissue in between them. Yeah, right. So my point is, vasectomies can be reversed. So maybe they were like, well, maybe hysterectomies can too. You know, like women's rights, equality and all that. Like, I get the logic behind the question. I'm not judging too hard. That somebody was definitely a man. No, sadly a woman. So do you keep your uterus in the fridge in like a little Tupperware just in case? And they replied and said, of course not. It's in the freezer. Don't be daft. Don't be silly. I know this is just supposed to be like a little bit of fun, but I have to say I'm quite intrigued. Like I'm scared, but also excited in some ways for the good parts of how scarily quickly technology is developing and allowing people who might otherwise not be able to have babies to have babies. Like the idea of an artificial womb is something that's like kind of scary, but also really freaking cool. There is a movie coming out. What is that, guys? Hang on. The Pod Generation. I just typed in Amelia Clarke egg film. The Pod Generation is a movie that has come out, is coming out. Is it already out? I really wanted to watch that. Oh my gosh, I think it's already out. Wow, this is a movie to add to my to-do list. Anyway, I'm digressing. The point is, I think it's very cool for people who have to have hysterectomies either quite early on or just can't carry a baby. And there are many reasons why that can't happen. It doesn't mean that you should be able to have a little child. And the idea to me to be able to like see a little child grow as well and be like, wow, in this little translucent womb, I just think that's really cool. Is that weird? This has nothing to do with putting a uterus back, but I'm saying like the functioning of it. You don't really need to put it back if you can like see a separate one outside, you know? I mean, there has been a successful womb transplant in the news recently, which is very exciting for those that want a baby but can't currently have one. That's good to know. I didn't know that was a thing. It fits like USB cable, somebody says. Oh, so the first time you put it in, it doesn't fit. You gotta flip it over and it still doesn't fit. And then you flip it back and it fits just fine. Yeah, that's exactly how uteruses work. Uteruses. Uteri. I don't know. Both sound very correct. Uterus plural. Uteri or uteruses. Choice. Both. Bisexual. Lovely. What is this? Oh, no. This is scary. I love the slogans though. Pull the string. Release the streamers. Party in your pants. Oh, yeah. Tampons. Tampons. Is that supposed to be the French word for tampons? I need to Google this. What is tampons in French? Oh, just tampon. Sad. Tampon. Hang on. How is tampon masculine? What? I mean, no tea, no shade. Tampons do not need to exclusively be used by women. I'm just surprised. Yeah, I do also question how this is 3 out of 4 super absorbent. I call bullcrap. I do, because I know how flimsy those little things are. They're also very hard. They're not absorbent at all. Nor are the little confetti pieces. And I'm pretty sure from pulling the little string out, there's a hole in the top of that thing. No, this is not fit for purpose. Do not have putty in your pants. I mean, have putty in your pants, but not in this way. This is not the one. It's also really not in the pants. Image 6 there is unbelievably disturbing. This is like IUI levels of like procedure and diagram. I am so confused. Is that the butt cheek curve? I think that's the butt cheek curve. Where is the other leg? Is it like fully up in the air? Why is the confetti going so far? That just looks like a mess to clean. I have never once been able to relate to those parents that's like, no glitter in my house. I've always been like, yeah, kids, use the glitter, use the confetti. It's fine. There's these things called hoovers. But that gives me anxiety. This is a scary thought. You're always going to be finding glitter up and in there. No. Very no. Ooh, sees interesting video essays. Click. Woman starts speaking. Instantly closes tab. Why am I like this as someone? I just realised my entire life that I've refused to watch any YouTube video made or voiced by a woman. Well, you know what, little frog? You know what? Acceptance is the first stage of growth. I think it's pretty cool. This feels like a moment of learning and a moment of growth. And like the next step is that you're challenging yourself to be like, you know what, I'm going to listen to a video essay by a woman. Because, you know, people like Christine Lagarde are not where they are because they're stupid. They actually have really important things to say. I'm glad you have opened yourself up to the additional tapas now available to you by realizing that women's voices are in some way valuable. Congratulations, welcome, have fun, enjoy your stay. While women hate checking their private messages. Is this from like an SNL skit or something? I don't know where this is from, but it's very rare that like I see a meme and I understand what it is where I don't need to read any words. I got this one instantly. I'm sorry for everybody who can relate. Ooh, I do find it odd that lesbians are often so open to cheat with men. Way more than gay men are to cheat with women. I had a lesbian neighbour and she also started to be very nice with me. Not anymore, as I had no interest in her, but I find it odd that lesbians are like this. Also, it's not I find it odd. I was giving this person better grammar. I find odd that lesbians are like this. Wow, I find odd that you think that somebody being nice to you automatically means that they're interested in you. Your horrible and alien response is probably why she's not being very nice with you anymore. But you know, you do you, babe. I actually know a lot of lesbians that would be very offended at this. Just the idea of all of the demographics that you could pick on and falsely accuse of cheating. Why pick lesbians who are like the most committal group? It's funny, not in a ha-ha way, but in a very bizarre way. To anybody who needs to know this, I don't think lesbians are ever going to be open to cheating with men. Just like I don't think gay men are ever really open to cheating with women. I feel like maybe what's happened in the past is OP here has been trolled. They've been told, like, oh, yeah, but don't worry, babe, I didn't really cheat on you. He's gay. And they're like, oh, yeah, lesbians do that to me all the time. Oh no. Another reason that my girls won't be playing competitive sports. Lesbians. Just the fact that that is a debate point. Could you imagine? And what is your rebuttal, please? Lesbians. That's it. Full stop. Women's sports is full of lesbians, and you can't deny this. It's a breeding ground for aggressive lesbians. Not just lesbians. Oh no. These are not your normal lesbians. These are the aggressive, sports field dominating, well-dressed in high-knee socks lesbians, brought to you by Amanas. What is wrong with people? This is interesting. You gotta laugh or else you cry. I wonder what the statistics are on how many lesbians are more sporty than straight women. I wonder. It might be that there's something in there. Maybe we're thinking that because of the stereotype of there being so many like lesbian women footballers. That's like where my head initially goes to. But what I find really interesting about that is the leap that people would then make to be like, oh, well, you know, only lesbians play football. Because, you know, there's no gay men playing football. Is there? I feel like I need to explain for anybody who's just like, but that's true, Shaaba. Just to put it out there, the reality is that there are a lot of gay men playing football. They're all just incredibly closeted because it's such a like dominating and alpha male environment. Whereas women's sports, on the other hand, is so liberating in comparison. People are just like, yeah, I'm gay, deal with it. And the world is like, huh, yeah, awesome, just kick the ball, babe. I'll try and look into the stats. I think it would probably be too long for this video, but my bet would be if there was a higher number of sexuality non-conforming women in sports, that would definitely be a correlation thing, not a causation thing. The football, the sports is not making your child gay. This is a very important point for anyone who needs to hear it. If you see a larger demographic of anybody in one area, we shouldn't be so quick to assume that that thing that they're doing, the context that they're in, has caused that to happen. Correlation is very different to causation. Very different indeed. And a great life lesson that I feel like if we just train people to like think more critically, less silly posts like this would exist. You know? Question for this mum though. What about social sports? How about non-competitive sports? Are you okay for like sports for fun? Is it that lesbians are only there to win no matter what? Is this the problem? I just love to know. Oh, if you were revamping the human body and were to give boobs an actual useful function instead of just sex appeal, what would you have them do? No way! Oh my gosh. I feel like this Ask Reddit post, it needs an award. It really needs an award. That's amazing. Someone's gone, it's 9 a.m. here. And I'm starting the day knowing that I can hardly hear something dumber than this. I don't know, maybe something crazy like feeding our babies. Oh my gosh. That's brilliant. Wow. This is how you know that sex ed is really bad in the country, that people don't realize that boobs have a purpose. Wow. Okay, I will share like a little funny revelation that happened in my social circle not too long ago. I was speaking to someone at a farm because just hang out in farms, it's my thing now. I was milking a cow. It was great. I had so much fun. And someone that I was with was like, isn't it funny? I'll just look like little boobies. And I was like, babe, they are. And she was mind blown. She's like, oh my God, artists are the cow equivalent of breasts. And I just thought it was such a beautiful moment to witness this epiphany. Very glad I was there. It's like one of my core memories. Love it. All right, one more. Should we do one more? I feel like this has been quite a fun episode, to be fair. Women, when they find out we can smell when they get turned on. Oh my gosh. And it's Yzma, of all people, being like, don't know, might be hard for you to hear, but this is definitely not how women work. I wish it was how women work, to be honest, because I feel like a lot of women would be saved from annoying men trying to hit on them, being like, oh, come on, baby, I know you feel it too. She'd be like, smell. Nope. Maybe this person like got this information because they found out that some animals can like react to the pheromones of other animals during mating season, which is like, yeah, I can too. Oh, maybe there was a really smart woman somewhere out there in the world who was like, you know what I smell like when I'm turned on, and that's when I'm in the mood to do stuff? When I coincidentally happen to smell exactly like Chanel No. 5, and then she just puts it on when she's in the mood. Our stupid questions win stupid prizes. They're all acting like they get it, because imagine being the one dude to be like, I can't. I have to say, I enjoyed this deep dive. This was fun. I feel like Not How Women Work, at least this round that we've done, is mostly just being trolled on at this point. Bad Women's Anatomy still has a long way to go. I think we need to take a little bit of time to repair and heal before we jump into that one again. But I've had fun today. Did you, my love? Let me know downstairs in the comment section. Get your little juicy butts down there for a little conversation. Remember, if you'd like to listen to my new song, it drops tomorrow at midnight. So by the time you're watching this, it's probably already out. You can go and take a look. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I'll catch you next time with another video. Be kind and have a great day. Bye.